Hello there, today we're recapping the movie Samaritan, and stay tuned until the end. Sam Cleary, a 13-year-old, begins the movie by narrating the tale of two superpowered twin boys. They were tormented as kids and dubbed freaks for their incredible power since they had accidentally wounded others. The boys' house was set on fire by locals, who also killed their parents. One of the brothers developed into the heroic Samaritan, while the other turned into the vengeful evil Nemesis. Samaritan was enticed to a power plant one day by Nemesis, who had created a potent hammer. There, they fought a dreadful struggle in which both of them appeared to perish. Sam thinks the Samaritan is still alive, though. Sam and his mother Tiffany live in Granite City. Due to their financial difficulties, Sam and his friend Jace decide to steal copper wire from an abandoned building and sell it to a stranger for only $40. A street gang affiliated with the neighborhood's crime boss Cyrus approaches them. Reza, one of the gang members, suggests to the guys that they can rob a nearby convenience store while creating a distraction and earn real money. Sam volunteers. In the next scene, Sam makes a mess inside the business while acting like he was hit by a car as the gang members grab what they believe to be lottery ticket boxes. When they return to Cyrus, his thugs discover that they are merely bags of chips. Reza tries to blame Sam and tell a lie, but Sam blatantly tells the truth. Cyrus and his right-hand woman Sil arrive before Reza has a chance to rile him up, with Cyrus praising Sam rather than Reza. Sam also recognizes Cyrus as a Nemesis adherent because he thought he was fighting for the underdog in his own way. Sam takes his share of the proceeds home with him and gives it to Tiffany so she can give it to the landlord so they may continue to live in their apartment. Sam is cautioned against doing so by Tiffany because she is aware that he obtained it dishonestly. In the meantime, Cyrus and his team acquire some fresh arms. The following day, when Reza was embarrassed by Cyrus, he and his friends chased after Sam. They begin to attack and beat him up, but Sam's next-door neighbor, sanitation worker Joe Smith, spots them. He snatches Reza's dagger with such strength that he can damage it with his bare hand while remaining uninjured, and he tosses the other two thugs off of Sam. Sam is sure that Joe is a true Samaritan after hearing this. The Nemesis mask and the hammer he used to battle Samaritan are found by Cyrus when he, Sil, and their other goons use their weapons to break into a warehouse. Joe seems to be able to know when the hammer's power is on. Sam visits Albert Kassler, a writer of the books Samaritan and Nemesis. Sam is adamant that Joe is a Samaritan, but Albert has grown tired of Sam bugging him whenever he believes he has located a potential Samaritan. When Sam has had it with him, Albert takes him to see his room and shares his theories about the superhero. He explains that Nemesis's hammer was discovered near the power plant because he thinks that Nemesis wanted to destroy the city and kill his brother, but that doing so ultimately caused him to die. Later, Sam breaks into Joe's apartment to gather additional evidence. When he is caught, Tiffany reprimands him, but Joe is more understanding. When they are outdoors, Sam tries to get Joe to reveal his true identity, but Joe is resistant. Then, as retaliation for Joe beating them up, Reza and his followers drive their automobile to attack Joe. Sam rushes to Joe, who initially appears to be seriously hurt but then seems to instantly mend his bones. Sam follows Joe back into his flat, where he continues to claim he is not a Samaritan and consumes copious amounts of ice cream to keep himself cool. The hammer is used by Cyrus and his men to start wreaking havoc on the city. He refers to himself as the new Nemesis and recruits a number of downtrodden people to his cause. Joe feels incensed at the idea of Nemesis making a resurgence in the press, but he keeps hanging out with Sam and demonstrates to him that using strength against your enemy is not always required. Sam catches up with Cyrus and his team over lunch, but he is alarmed to learn that they took in a corrupt officer and beat him up for getting in the way of their goals. Sam sees Cyrus appear to let the man go before shooting him in the back as he runs. Sam discovers Jace being attacked by Reza and his thugs as he flees. Sam fights them off, but in the process, he injures himself once more and is hospitalized. When Joe arrives, Tiffany chastises him for not standing up for Sam. Joe is pursued by Cyrus's thugs, who try to beat him up, but Joe destroys them all. A young child observes the commotion and comes up to Joe. Joe then grabs the young girl and flips a car over to protect them from the blast when one of the thugs throws a grenade at him. Witnesses now concur that Samaritan has returned in reality. When Cyrus learns, he is furious since it could be the end of his ambitions. Sam goes to Joe to inform him of what Cyrus intends to do, but Joe decides not to become involved. Joe is not present when Cyrus and his crew raid and open fire on his residence. They immediately sprint to the next structure to pursue Sam. Tiffany helps him escape to the rooftop, but Sil corners them there as the other goons encircle them. Reza takes a good hit from Sam, but Cyrus orders his men to capture Sam despite the fact that they would be directly targeted by the Samaritan. Tiffany informs Joe of the incident when he returns and discovers Tiffany injured. Cyrus takes Sam to a factory where he intends to complete the task that Nemesis began. Joe drives a vehicle there, crashes through the structure, and detonates a bomb, killing some members of Cyrus' team, including Sil. Joe is revealed to have been Cyrus' nemesis after the latter loses control and attacks him with a hammer. A flashback reveals that Nemesis attempted to save his sibling, but the latter perished in the ensuing fire, prompting Joe to turn good out of concern for his brother. Before facing Cyrus, Joe battles the other thugs. Cyrus is subdued by Joe, who then traps him by wrapping the hammer's handle around him before tossing him to his death. Before they run out of water, Sam squirts Joe's body with water to cool it down. Sam can't believe Joe was Nemesis in the first place, but he is still aware of his hero status. When he steps outdoors, he is hailed by emergency personnel, journalists, and other locals. Reza and his friends are detained by police. Sam informs the general world that the Good Samaritan is back and that he saved his life. Sam and Joe exchange smiles in front of the cheering throng before Joe disappears into the night, keeping his identity a secret. Anyway, that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to press the like button if you did, as well as subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to support us, and stay tuned for more.